Groovy.
All right, here we are at Truth and Shenanigans. It's our first attempt at this. We have a lot of sinners on board. I am Nuke Warm, the host, and Don of the SYN. We have with us Itty Bitty,
Hey.
Flutter Rambo, Eli,
Hello.
Daniel, and Hug
Hi.
Bombs, Not Bears. Roll that around.
Hey.
All right. So the way we're going tonight is we will have 2 rounds of statements. Our contestants will decide if they're truth or shenanigans. Tell us why. A final round for our 2 finalists. And the winner will decide the score of Battlefield Bad Company 2, which is why we are all here tonight. So we will start off with Itty Bitty. She will take on our first statement. We'll give you this one, Itty. Destruction is more gimmick than good gameplay mechanic in Battlefield Bad Company 2.
I'm liking the destruction in this game. It's a lot of fun. It changes up the gameplay field. It makes you think about things and how you're going to use your weapons. So I'm buying the destruction in this game.
I'd like to give her points, but since she didn't say truth or shenanigans, no points for Itty. Good answer, though. All right, Hugs,
dang
your turn on
it.
that. Hugs, destruction
Truth.
is more gimmick than good game mechanic.
Shenanigans. It brings nothing to the actual strategy of playing. It's just pretty to look at. Except for when you're playing rush mode, it doesn't really do a whole lot of anything.
All right, Rambo,
The end.
what's your take?
I'm going to say shenanigans also, because no matter how much destruction you have, doesn't like amount to anything. Gameplay is the key for me.
All right, and Eli, what's your call?
I'm gonna say shenanigans because I don't think it really adds any gameplay mechanics besides like sticking C4 on a building that you want to blow up, and it doesn't really change any tactics that people use. They'll just move to a different building.
All right, well, I will have to score a few people down on this because they said shenanigans when the statement was actually destruction is more gimmick than good gameplay mechanic, and so they meant to say truth based on their answers, so good job, everyone, confusing that.
Damn it. So if I just had said truth.
I know
I
I'm
coulda had
having to
points.
give Itty a point back on that from her 0 now just because she actually did answer the question in the right course. All right, Hugs.
Woohoo!
The next statement, we'll start off with you. Spotting is a great addition to the Bad Company 2 feature set.
Truth. When it works. It adds, I like the whole assist points you get for it. It shows that you can be more of a team player and help spot the enemies, so someone else might be able to have more of an advantage to take them down, and you still get the points, even though you didn't actually fire a single bullet.
Excellent.
The end.
Rambo?
I will say shenanigans because it does not work all the time, and sometimes you'll be sitting there trying to click them and spot them, and then you get killed in the process. So you'll be pulling the itty bitty, focusing on one thing and dying.
That hurt. And you better not give him extra points for that comment either.
Eli?
I'm gonna say shenanigans because most of the time for me it doesn't work, and honestly I'd rather just have full team chat instead of spotting.
Very good. And Itty.
Well, as everybody knows, because they hear me swearing about this all the time on the game, shenanigans, shenanigans, shenanigans. The spotting sucks. It works maybe 15% of the time, and I am so sick of getting killed while I'm trying to spot somebody to help my team. End of story. Shenanigans. Period.
Excellent job,
I think
Itty.
she should lose points because she said shenanigans 4 times.
Actually, I'm giving her points because she said shenanigans so many times, making sure that she's back on track. That's excellent. So after round 1, we have a Hugs and Itty in a tie for first. Eli in a close second, and Rambo brings up the rear.
Right where he likes to
Like
be.
he always
Always
does.
brings up the rear. Wait. Wow.
All right,
And
on
you had
to
to
round
put it
2,
behind
where
Eli.
Rambo may be able to redeem himself now. Round 2, first statement goes to Rambo. The squad and party
Just this-
system in Bad Company 2 is implemented well.
Oh, shenanigans. If you can't talk to people beside you or even like the whole team, then how are you going to communicate effectively? It's too broken up into divisions where you can't control things. Like, you can't tell other people, hey, we're at C, go to A. Or, trying to defend a certain point.
All right. Eli, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna call shenanigans on that one because the party system is severely flawed. If you have more than 3 people you're trying to play with, it pretty much can't happen if you try and go into a public lobby. And the party system, it makes you feel really isolated, only being able to talk to 3 other people on your
80.
I'm gonna have to go shenanigans too because it's horribly flawed. Like Rambo and Eli were saying, you can't talk outside of your 4-person squad. So if you've got more than 4 people, too bad. You can't all play together. You do feel isolated. Even in private matches, when you try and get groups of people together, you divide the people up into 2 teams, then you start the game, and suddenly it's 7-on-1. What the heck is that about? That they can't even get that right. So it's flawed in so many different irritating ways. I don't have enough time to talk about them all. Shenanigans.
All right. And
I think she was at the 30 seconds.
Probably.
I believe it's Hug's turn right now to talk.
I call shenanigans on that statement.
Hugs,
But I also call shenanigans on your statement too.
All right.
There is great promise. It's just unfinished, and I do not like unfinished things. The end.
The end. All right.
Well, Katie took up some of my time, so I had to keep it short and sweet.
Aw.
Excellent. All right. And the final question for round 2. Bad Company 2 surpasses Modern Warfare 2 as top shooter. And we're going to start off with Eli.
shenanigans, 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 shenanigans. The game engine itself is clunkier than Modern Warfare 2, and the party system, and yeah, that's all I have to say, really.
All right. Katie?
I really would have to call shenanigans on this one too. I think Modern Warfare, hands down, is a more enjoyable, entertaining, fun game to play. You can get far more dynamic from playing with your friends in big groups. You can do so much more with Modern Warfare. So shenanigans on that one.
Hug?
I'm actually going to say truth, but only very slightly. It edges out Modern Warfare 2. And that's because you actually can't hear the other team at the end of a match yelling at you and saying how much better they are, even though they're still living in their mother's basement.
Excellent.
But there's some very, very small features that I like more than Modern Warfare 2, that being one of them. And I'm just going to keep it at that.
All right. And Rambo.
I'm going to say shenanigans because you can hear people talking trash about you, and whenever there are 12-year-old boys whose balls haven't dropped, it's awesome. Because it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be in school? So,
Stop talking about me, Rambo.
you're
right.
15. That doesn't count. 14.
All right, so that's the end of round 2, and where we stand is Hugs in a commanding lead because of his strong stances. Itty coming on a slight second above Rambo and Eli, who have tied for the last place. So we are going to go into our final round with Itty and Hugs going head to head.
All right, bring it on.
All right.
I gotta mute myself.
Oh, God, that's joy to my ear. You know, if he had said that earlier, I would have given him so many more points, he would have won. All right.
Nobody tell him that, though.
No. All right. First statement
Jerks.
will be for... First statement will be for Itty. Vehicles change the game for the better.
I'll say truth, because it is loads of fun to get into the vehicles, run around on the maps, and just have a really great time with them. Although sometimes I do have issues when people get up in those helicopters and it's so difficult to get them down. But overall, I think the vehicles in the game are outstanding and they're a lot of fun. A definite plus for the game.
All right, Hug.
Shenanigans, especially if you're playing rush mode. It makes things very unbalanced, especially when you're trying to defend and they can easily destroy the objectives with the vehicles in hand. Plus, they spawn way too fast for gameplay.
All right, I'm
But
giving
there's
Hugs
so
a
much
point on that
fun.
one.
But they're
Good
fun.
argument there. That Itty, you lost.
Fun is
All right.
not always better.
Yeah, but you know how many actual extra kill points I get for being like tagging along in a tank or something else, let somebody else drive and
Just
do all the
'cause you're
killing, and I
a
reap
tank
the
monkey
benefits.
Does not make. All right, never mind.
Stealing
Alright.
kills does not make things fun.
Nice. Next
That's because you
statement.
can kill
Hey,
things.
all
and
right.
you were like
All
me.
right, let's go.
Take it outside, you two. Hug, this one for you. The game has been supported well by its developers.
Truth, especially at the VIP package. They've come out with a lot more add-ons, even though it's been pretty much the same maps, just different modes. They're still supporting it pretty well. Onslaught mode is pretty fun with the party, and I am looking forward to the Vietnam expansion pack. That should be loads of fun.
All right, Itty.
All right, I'm calling shenanigans on this. Yeah, they've put some effort into it, but okay, first of all, the tracer guns. They fixed it, they broke it. They can't decide what they want to do with the tracer guns, and now you can't even use them anymore to get the helicopters down. The spot's broken, which is infuriating because when this game came out, everybody's like, oh, you have to spot, you have to spot, you have to spot. It's like the biggest element in the game, and it's totally broken. And sure, you got the Vietnam pack, but you know what? The weapons in there, you can't use it anywhere else. So it's more like they're just tacking on a little add-on. They're not really, bringing a new thing to the game. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Well,
But they're not expanding the game. They're just it's like a little side mission thing, something. I don't know.
I think I'm going to give
But
a
why would
point.
you want to use?
I'm going to give the point
Vietnam
to Itty on this
weapons?
round on this one because she was able to make a valid argument that had some anger in it without swearing. So I think for that alone, she's getting the point. So
It's because I've been taking my medication.
perfect.
I'm heavily sedated right now.
Oh, that's heavily sedated, and I'm in
Sweet.
trouble. All right, final statement. This will determine our winner. Itty, this one's starting with you. The game modes in Bad Company 2 are well balanced.
They're well balanced. Oh wait, I gotta say truth or shenanigans first because I
Oh,
need to be able to get my points. I almost missed
I
that.
win.
No, I didn't forget. I'm gonna say shenanigans. I
15
just
seconds.
I don't think they're all. Yeah, they're not always balanced. I'll just say that. End of story. Whatever.
Wow.
Hug's turn. Go.
Hugs, you can probably just breathe heavy and win this round. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say truth. Is that enough for me to win?
Well, give me just a little more Hug. Come on.
I say truth. The different modes that they do have are pretty fun, especially when working in an actual squad. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Wow.
Just breathe heavy for your closing.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Hugs just to wrap this up because it got ugly on that last
Okay.
statement. I don't think I can declare no winner,
We're all
so we're
like,
gonna give it to Hugs. And so for our first truth or shenanigans, we've got Hug Bombs, Not Bears is the winner. Hugs, you got your 30 seconds, and give us your score on Battlefield Bad Company 2. Go for it.
All right, my overall score on Battlefield Bad Company 2 would be a 83 out of 100. There are many things to improve on. However, I am very glad I spent the money on this game. Very fun. The end.
Excellent. Short to the point, just what we like. All right, well, I'd like to thank everybody for participating. Rambo, Eli, even though you lost, you did not embarrass yourself as badly as Itty did at the end there. So you have that to go home with. And Hugs,
It's the
Hugs is our
I'm already
very
medication.
much. So this is Nick Worm signing off for all of us sinners here. Thank you.